skaters, Indy Jamma Jones here, and today I'm super excited because we're doing one of my favorite things. It's something a little bit different. You might have figured it out by the giant trampoline behind me, but today's episode is all about trampoline for beginners. So this episode is sponsored by Skybound Trampolines. They've given me this awesome Stratus trampoline. I'm super excited because it has an incredibly awesome safety net that actually stays in place when you're jumping instead of getting in the way like a lot of other trampolines. And it's the perfect amount of bounce. It keeps you controlled, not too much bounce. But the reason that I got this trampoline is because it's such great cross training for so many things. So I'm gonna teach you guys some simple trampoline moves that are great for just exercise, getting fit. They're also really, really good for air awareness. So if you're doing any kind of skating that involves being in the air and having to land back on the ground, it teaches you about how to get your body back to where you want it to be before you hit the concrete, which is pretty important. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that we are going to cover is jumping higher. So whenever you really want to start getting some height on a trampoline, there are 4 moves that you want your body to pass through. So when we're on the trampoline at our lowest point, we're gonna have our hands down by our side. Then as we're starting to go into the air, we're gonna point our thumbs up and feel them right here in front of our arms. Then at our highest point of the bounce, when you're all the way up in the air, you wanna reach all the way through your fingertips as high as you can. And then on the way back down, we're gonna pass into a T and then back into the drop. So we have a lot to cover, so I'm gonna kind of quickly move through each trick and then we will demonstrate. But in later videos, if you guys are really interested, let me know below and we will really elaborate on each part of these basic tricks. Learning how to do your jump like this in order to get height really teaches you the timing of your pump and the importance of your arms in directing your motion and your energy. By practicing this jump on a trampoline, your pump is going to get way stronger and you're gonna learn the timing of a pump on a ramp way better than if you were just be pumping alone. So jumping on the trampoline and trying to get the height, to me, feels exactly like pumping on a ramp. It's really not that similar. So it's like when I'm right here, I'm coming up to the coping, I hit the coping, and then I'm back down into the ramp, and then I circle up, hit the coping, stall, same kind of pattern, same motion. So this is awesome for skaters. A common mistake when people are trying to get height is they flap their wings like this. That motion is not the direction you want to be going. That's not going to help you get any height. Flapping your wings will not make you fly. I say the same thing on a ramp. I see people all the time trying to skate ramps like this, and I'm like, nope, stop flapping your wings. You have to get this circle, feel the pressure, feel the drop, and let it carry you. All right, let's demonstrate me jumping higher. Okay, so that's one of the most important things I forgot to mention is once you are bouncing as high as you possibly can go, one of the most important things is to be able to take away that bounce. This especially applies on a ramp. If you ever see somebody going too fast and slam into the wall, spider monkey into the wall, maybe they're going fakie and they panic at the coping. This movement, the taking away your bounce, will save you from all of those things. It's being able to absorb and bring your knees to your chest. So that is how you do a straight jump that can also be applied to pumping on a ramp. The next thing I'm going to teach you that's really going to help you with air awareness is a backdrop. So first you're going to start laying on your back, and this might be a little tricky at first, but with some practice you will definitely get it. So you're going to start laying on your back and you're just going to point your toes at the sky and you're going to bend and kick. This is really similar to pumping too. I'm having to get the timing of the trampoline and I'm using the motion of my legs to get the height and keep going. The weird thing is that sometimes you have to let your hips go a bit higher than your chest, and it feels a little strange at first, but once you get comfortable looking right up at the sky and leaving your shoulders back, you'll be able to do this bounce for hours, and this really, really, really helps build your core. When you're doing the back bounce, you want to make sure you're landing on this part of your back. It's your upper back. It's not your lower back. If you try to land on your lower back, you're gonna get whiplash like that, and it's painful. You'll be sore the next day. So be sure you're not going for your head, you're not going for your lower back. It's right here, and you want to reach whenever you hit the trampoline. So it's bounce, reach, bounce, reach. So I'm gonna demonstrate the back bounce, and then I will show you step 2 of the back bounce. Same thing we're gonna do is back bounces. So I'm gonna start laying down. I'm not gonna start bouncing. I'm gonna start still, and then I'm gonna bend my knees and kick my toes straight up. My chest is to the sky, and I'm looking to the sky. A lot of people will try to sit up like this, and that's not gonna work. You gotta leave your shoulders back. Whenever you get the back bounce really good and you're feeling confident, you can start bouncing to your feet. So when you go from your feet to your back, it's called a back drop. And a back drop looks like this. So no bounce again, I'm just standing, and I'm going to drop and kick back up. Let's do that again. Once you get the back drop solid, you can kind of get a rhythm going from your feet to your back. And this is just kind of a really good thing to know where you are in space and get used to the feeling of landing on your back on the trampoline. In case you ever fall, you won't like panic at the last minute. Just be sure whenever you're doing these, your hands never, ever, ever go behind you. Number 1 rule of trampoline is if you're falling, hands go above so that you can stop any rotation you have and land on the right part of your body without any injury. All right, this is a lot of stuff. We're just gonna keep cycling through because these are the basic things you need to know to stay safe on a trampoline. So next part is a stomach drop. The first thing you're gonna do is called a doggy drop, where you land on your hands and your knees. Again, no bounce, don't bounce. It's right here. Stomach drops can be a little tricky because they can also cause some pretty serious whiplash. So you want to make sure you take all of the steps to build up to these the correct way. So once you get really comfortable with your doggy drop, you're going to go doggy drop, stomach drop. Doggy drop. Good. All right, so once you get the doggy drop to a stomach drop, really confident and you're feeling comfortable, you can start going from standing. But when you first start, don't bounce. So we're just gonna start from no bounce right here, and you're going to go jump to your stomach drop. You're trying to put your hips right where your feet were. So I'm actually trying to go up a little bit and then boop, stomach drop. So this is what that looks like. Especially when you try your stomach drop for the first time, you don't want to jump. No bouncing, because if you bounce and you mess up, it's gonna hurt. So no bounce. I'm trying to put my hips where my toes are. Yeah, Vision, you're pretty good at this. Stomach drop. We've done jumping higher, where you really learn how to pump and use the trampoline and the spring and timing to get as much air as possible. We've covered back bounces and back drops. We've covered doggy drops and stomach drops. And now the last thing that we are going to cover is seat drops. Seat drops are super fun, and they're just a good thing to have in your trick arsenal in case you ever need to land differently. But a seat drop, pretty much you jump up, you land on your bottom, and you can land back on your feet. And there's lots of fun stuff you can do with this. Just make sure whenever you do a seat drop that your hands don't straighten your arms. You don't want them to be too straight. Keep a slight bend. And they land right beside your butt. Not behind your butt, not back here, right beside your booty. And then you're in like a perfect pike. Just like this. Once you get better at all of these tricks, then you can start adding a bit of a bounce and get like more height, more air. It's really fun. But make sure you take your time to build the muscle memory to get these tricks before you add the bounce. So now I'm gonna add the bounce. Ready? Woo! can add flips on to, get really creative with. They open up the world of trampolining to you. So now you should be comfortable landing on your back, your stomach, your booty, and your feet on the trampoline. Man, that is a workout. Thank you so much, Skybound. This trampoline is a ton of fun. So if you guys have any questions about these basic trampoline skills for beginners, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more trampoline tutorials, please let me know, because this is one of my favorite things to do and I would love to make you as many as you ask for. Maybe next time we will do a cross-training skate tricks on the trampoline. That could be pretty fun. Some like 360s, 540s maybe, mute grabs, flips. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know below. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit up planetrollerskate.shop for everything you need from helmet to toe stop. And until next time, later skaters!